Good morning. It is Pastor Shannon here with our weekly update for March 4th. Today is the Tuesday before Ash Wednesday, which is also known as Fat Tuesday. Because of that, I wanted to spend a few minutes today talking about fasting. Well, Lent is the season of the year in the church when many Christians decide to fast or refrain from something. Now, historically, people would fast from meat or sweets or alcohol, and that's why today became known as Fat Tuesday. They would eat up everything in the house that they wouldn't be able to eat for the next 40 days and clean it out of the house before Lent started. But these days, you can fast from so many other things besides just food, which I think is good for those who maybe have some hangups or issues around food and eating. I really like what Kate Bowler has to say about fasting in her book, Good Enough. I'm going to take a minute and read here what she says. She writes, Christianity has a long tradition of asking people to loosen their tight grip on comfort by practicing giving something up. It's the tradition of fasting, and quite frankly, it freaks some of us out. Fast can be intermittent, seasonal, like in Lent, or targeting specific foods or drinks. She goes on to write that right from the start, it was assumed that fasting would be a regular part of the Christian life. This was a practice that we carried over from Judaism. And when we fast, we imitate Jesus, who spent 40 days fasting in the desert before beginning his public ministry. He chose to pursue God by setting aside comfort. So what is fasting? Fasting is simply giving up something for a time. It's not a diet, it's not a punishment, and it's not really meant to have any concrete benefit except the experience itself. German theologian Dietrich Bonhoeffer, he described it perfectly. Somehow in our giving up, we experience discipline and freedom. Now that sounds like a contradiction, doesn't it? But there is a strange liberation in letting things go. So often in our lives, we are really focused on being a consumer and getting more and more and more. So fasting is this intentional process that helps us learn to let go and live with less. I've always found great value in my Lenten fast, so I encourage you to try that out this year, especially if it's something you've never done before. Whether you fast from a certain type of food, like chocolate or coffee, or maybe you fast from social media or television or Netflix, but you can also fast from intangible things like worry or anger, using hurting words or complaining. No complaining or grumbling or whining. I think that might be a real challenge. Kate Bowler, she also offers this prayer for our Lenten fast that I would like to share with you now. God, give us courage. Give us strength. Give us hunger for you. Let this set time of less be a chance for more of you. Let this fast be an entrance into the discernment we desire and the divine presence we are longing for, and the hope to will what you will, and to be, O God, what you have called us to be. Amen. Don't forget that tomorrow evening is our interactive Ash Wednesday service here at the church at 7 p.m., and I hope to see you then.